Coming up on First at 4, it's been nearly 3 months since Knott County voters approved alcohol sales. We'll check in with local business owners to see how the process is going. Plus, college football fans are getting ready for the start of the season. A look at some big changes fans will see this year.
And we're seeing a few splashing down showers on the radar right now. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, in May, citizens voted to make Knott County a wet county, beginning the sale of alcohol after being dry for decades. WYMT's Amelia Lee is in Hindman talking to business owners almost 3 months later.
A petition, a vote, and now a wet county. Citizens in Knott County tell me that they're excited to see alcohol coming to businesses in the area. But being able to add alcohol to the menu is not as easy as it may seem. It requires the necessary paperwork to be able to do so. And Hindman is Pig and a Poke. It's a restaurant that has locations in different parts of Eastern Kentucky. And those different locations have been selling alcohol for years. That's why owner of the Hindman location, Chase Baldridge, is ready to start the process of selling here.
We've definitely been an outlier of a store. I actually worked in the other stores too, and I myself bartended in those stores, so it's been really strange for me, in a spot where I'm not able to do my own craft. But yeah, we're definitely excited to get that started up.
But his restaurant is still in the process of getting set up to be able to serve alcohol. At this point in time, alcohol sales are still not allowed on Sundays. In Knott County, Amelia Lee, WYMT Mountain News.
And coming up at 6, we'll hear from community members about why they think this change will be positive for Knott County. Tomorrow is a day to remember everyone in Kentucky who's lost their lives to a drug overdose. Governor Andy Beshear proclaimed August 31st Overdose Awareness Day in the Commonwealth. State numbers show that drugs have killed almost 2,000 Kentuckians in just the past year. If you or a loved one is struggling with substance abuse, you can call the 988 Crisis Lifeline. The Adair County Sheriff and Coroner are stepping down after disagreements with another county leader. Sheriff Josh Brockman and Coroner Roger Huckabee say they will leave their roles October 1st. A recent county fiscal court hearing was pretty heated. Both the sheriff and the coroner went toe-to-toe with current Judge Executive Larry Russell Bryant. Brockman said he felt it was the right time to retire and did not cite the meeting as part of his reason. Huckabee told our sister station in Louisville it was a hard decision and said he hates for it to end this way.
Right now we have temperatures in the mid-90s. Once again, some places seeing the heat indices in the triple digits. Now we have thunderstorms on live pinpoint Doppler radar, and we'll go ahead and pinpoint a couple locations over towards Harlan County, just to the east of Harlan, seeing a nice little shower and thunderstorm to the south of the Lynch area towards the Pennington Gap area. We go over towards portions of, let's say, Wayne County, McCreary County, that's Wayne County, Kentucky, McCreary County, and then over towards portions of Pulaski and Whitley County, where we're seeing a line of showers and thunderstorms as well. So that's going to be the trend as we go into the next several hours. You can see how this is pushing its way off towards the east and southeast. Very slow, but right now the big story is that heat, where we're sitting at 93 in Pikeville, 95 in Hazard, 94 in Manchester, 97 is the current temperature in Somerset. Somerset's heat index right now is at 102, 105 in Monticello, 95 in Hazard, 95 Pikeville, 97 in Prestonsburg, 106 in Ashland. So the next 12 hours, Keith's temperatures in the upper 80s by the 7 o'clock time frame, upper 70s by 11 o'clock. By 5 a.m. we'll go down to 72 degrees. I'll have your complete first alert forecast coming up in a few minutes. Steve.
All right, thank you, Eric. The Labor Day weekend is here, and there will be lots of people on the roads and on planes this weekend. Heavy traffic is expected all across the country, and here in the mountains is no different. With the uptick in the number of drivers, AAA Bluegrass Public Affairs Manager Lori Weaver Hawkins says it is important to remember mindful driving habits.
And for those roadside workers, whether it's our folks rescuing stranded motorists or law enforcement, other first responders at the roadside, please give them a break, slow down, and if safe to do so, move over a lane.
Here in Kentucky and in most states, there is a slow down and move over law. This law aims to protect first responders that are pulled over on a roadway. There are also several festivals and events going on throughout eastern Kentucky this weekend. The unrelenting heat is impacting local youth sports in Madison County. Officials with Madison United Soccer Association canceled yesterday's practices. They deemed the high temperatures just too dangerous for players. Katie Grayson is on the board. She is encouraging people to prepare for outdoor activities well in advance.
Drinking water before the weekend games come up can make or break whether or not you are going to feel sick on the field. Starting now before the games, if you have a game on Friday, start now. Make sure you get that nutrition and make sure you get that hydration in.
Board members say it was a tough decision with fall games coming up, but safety is their top priority. They are having practice today at last check. Well, tomorrow is a big day for college football fans. For the first time in the postseason, 12 teams will compete for the national championship, with 4 schools getting a first-round bye in the single elimination tournament. The Big Ten Conference also has a new look, adding 4 powerhouse teams: UCLA, USC, Washington, and Oregon.
That gives the Big Ten 4 top 10 teams, right? So they are immediately relevant because let's be honest, the SEC's kind of ruled the roost.
Yes.
But there's going to be some instant national championship contenders, so we're all excited about that.
You can catch Big Ten games right here on CBS and WYMT all season. It starts tomorrow when Ohio State hosts Akron at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Now Kentucky begins its season tomorrow night at Kroger Field against Southern Miss on the SEC Network. Coming up on First at 4, we're going inside the locker room with Jack Demler for a preview of some of the biggest high school football games in the region tonight.
And in the world of weather, we have showers and thunderstorms pushing through. Details in the First Alert forecast in a few minutes.